1. A disgruntled administrator is fired for negligence at your organization. 30 days later, your organization's internal file server and backup server crash at exactly the same time. Examining the servers, you determine that critical operating system files were deleted from both systems. If the disgruntled administrator was responsible for administering those servers during her employment, this is most likely an example of what kind of malware? A. Crypto malware. B. Trojan. C. Worm. D. Logic bomb. Answer, D. Because both servers crashed at exactly the same time, this is most likely a logic bomb. A logic bomb is a piece of code that sits dormant for a period of time until some event or date invokes its malicious payload, in this case, 30 days after the disgruntled employee was fired. 2. A colleague has been urging you to download a new animated screensaver he has been using for several weeks. While he is showing you the program, the cursor on his screen moves on its own and a command prompt window opens and quickly closes. You can't tell what, if anything, was displayed in that command prompt window. Your colleague says, "It's been doing that for a while, but it's no big deal." Based on what you've seen, you suspect the animated screensaver is really what type of malware? A. A worm. B. A Trojan. C. Ransomware. D. Spyware. Answer, B. The animated screensaver is most likely a Trojan. The software appears to do one thing, but contains hidden, additional functionality. Your colleague brought the Trojan inside the walls when he downloaded and installed the software on his desktop. 3. Several desktops in your organization are displaying a red screen with the message your files have been encrypted. Pay 1 Bitcoin to recover them. These desktops have most likely been affected by what type of malware? A. Spyware. B. Spraying. C. Ransomware. D. Crypto malware. Answer, C. This is quite clearly ransomware. The malware has encrypted files on the affected systems and is demanding payment for recovery of the files. 4. While port scanning your network for unauthorized systems, you notice one of your file servers has TCP port 31337 open. When you connect to the port with the security tool Netcat, you see a prompt that reads, "Enter password for access." Your server may be infected with what type of malware? A. Pup. B. Fileless virus. C. Backdoor. D. Man-in-the-middle attack. Answer, C. This prompt most likely belongs to a backdoor, an alternate way of accessing the system. The TCP service is listening for incoming connections and prompts for a password when connections are established. Providing the correct password would grant command line access to the system. 5. While port scanning your network for unauthorized systems, you notice one of your file servers has TCP port 61337 open. When you see Wireshark and examine the packets, you see encrypted traffic, in Ingle packets, going back and forth every 5 minutes. The external connection is a server outside of your organization. What is this connection? A. Command and control. B. Backdoor. C. External backup location. D. Remote login. Answer, A. Periodic traffic that looks like a heartbeat on high ports to an unknown server outside the network is suspicious, and this is what many command and control signals look like. 6. A user in your organization is having issues with her laptop. Every time she opens a web browser, she sees different pop-up ads every few minutes. It doesn't seem to matter which websites are being visited. The pop-ups still appear. What type of attack does this sound like? A. A potentially unwanted program, pup. B. Ransomware. C. Worm. D. Virus. Answer, A. This behavior is often seen in a potentially unwanted program, a type of application that has been bundled with others and is performing tasks that are undesired. 7. Users at your organization are complaining about slow systems. Examining several of them, you see that CPU utilization is extremely high and a process called tmine is running on each of the affected systems. You also notice each of the affected systems is communicating with an IP address outside your country on UDP port 43232. If you disconnect the network connections on the affected systems, the CPU utilization drops significantly. Based on what you've observed, you suspect these systems are infected with what type of malware? A. Rainbow tables. B. Crypto malware. C. Dictionary. D. Hybrid attack. Answer: B. These systems are most likely infected with crypto malware and are now part of a botnet that's mining cryptocurrency. The systems are running an unknown/unauthorized process, communicating with an external IP address, and using significant resources. These are all classic signs of crypto malware. 8. A piece of malware is infecting the desktops in your organization. More systems are infected. The infections are happening in different departments and in cases where the users don't share any files, programs, or even emails. What type of malware can cause this type of infection? A. Virus. B. Trojan. C. Rat. D. Worm. Answer: D. This is most likely a worm attack. Attacks that move across the network, seemingly without user intervention, are commonly worms. 9. Which of the following are characteristics of remote access Trojans? A. They can be deployed through malware such as worms. B. They allow attacks to connect to the system remotely. C. They give attackers the ability to modify files and change settings. D. All of the above. Answer: D. All of these are characteristics of remote access Trojans. Rats. Rats are often deployed through other malware, allow remote access to the affected system, and give the attacker the ability to manipulate and modify the affected system. 10. To test your systems against weak passwords, you as an admin, with Roper permissions, test all the accounts using the top 100 commonly said passwords. What is this test an example of? A. Dictionary. B. Password spraying. C. Rainbow tables. D. Online. Answer: B. Using preset passwords against all accounts is an example of password spraying.